I don't belong here. It's
All right, now that I proved to you that I am in the Backrooms, as a non-dick writer of the Backrooms, I watched the movie, and here's my opinion. This movie had me shaking in my boots. This is the golden year for YouTuber films. Movies like Obsession, Iron Lung, and Backrooms have been destroying the box office entirely, scaring Disney out of the freaking industry. Soundtrack was, I think, the original soundtrack from YouTube. I don't know much about the Backrooms. I think I've only seen the first ever video and some like crappy games. I think it's from the game. It might be parodies of itself, but the soundtrack was beautiful, very unique. Visuals, color grading, amazing, very warm, kind of like color grading to it. It reminds me of the 2000s, early 2000s. It also reminds me of Magazine Dreams. If you watch that, that's also based in the early 2000s. Camera angles, use of camera angles. Throughout the film, when it was a scene based with two characters, it kind of stuck to two different angles and never experimented with like corner shots or different shots, moving shots. It was always just two angles, and I think it was perfect. I think that was enough for this movie. I think it really does resemble the simpleness of this entire movie. It's not supposed to be abstract and crazy. Sometimes that can make a movie very cringe, and I think this was a great route to choose. The biggest ups with this movie is the actual horror itself, analog horror. They listened to the fans and they finally brought it to the big screen. And oh boy, was it done well. Throughout this entire like movie, I was like disturbed. It does a great job at showing an example of what the uncanny valley is. If you don't know what the uncanny valley is, it's when something kind of looks human but is slightly off, and that sets off like a little nerve or something in people's heads that kind of brings a sense of unease. And this movie uses that to its max potential. That might be a spoiler, I don't know, but that's pretty said and done. I honestly think if you're a fan of the Backrooms, this movie will be satisfying for you. I think it answers a lot of questions and kind of puts it in front of you on a clean slate, a clean old plate, and you're just eating it. Again, I don't know much about it, but as a person that's just going to see a scary movie, this was a beautifully made movie. I guess one complaint I can have, that's not really a complaint, is I guess the start. It's like a slow pace, but again, with every movie, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow because it needs to build up to something big. That's just how a movie goes. So it didn't really like ruin the movie, but it was slow paced. But it does pay off at the actual like progression of the movie. With the success of this movie approaching 90 million by this weekend, one word I would describe this movie is generational. I think this movie will influence other scary movies that will eventually come out. I think many movies will try to copy this exact same premise, but just kind of switch it around. If you noticed, everything is coming from YouTube. Social media influencers are making banger movies, destroying regular studios. Now, is Backrooms the movie made by A24 mid? No, it's actually amazing. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year, and I guess you can call me a Backrooms fan now. This movie does a great job at fucking with your head entirely, but it's almost so disgusting that you can't keep your eyes off. If you love Backrooms and you're a fan of scary rated R movies, then watch Backrooms. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you want more like this. I'm done.